Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope for November 2023. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to give you a rundown of the key things that are happening in November. The point of these horoscopes is to try and get a sense of what the planets are doing and where the positives are, and where some of the potential obstacles or challenges may be, and to get a good sense so you can really pick and choose, make the most of the good stuff and avoid some of the issues. So the first thing here in November is that Saturn, the planet of structure, that goes direct in your second house of money on the 4th of November, which is really good news for you, because if you're not satisfied with the structure of your work, your income, your living situation, Saturn going direct will show you new opportunities or will give you new ideas about how you can change that, amend your circumstances so that you can enjoy more security in your practical circumstances. So if you're focused on work and making changes there, Saturn really supports you at the beginning of November. On the 8th of November, we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity. That goes into the sign that it rules, Libra, on the 9th. So that's very connective, and that will really interest you now in new information, new places to visit, things that broaden your horizons, connecting with new people. You're very willing and interested in learning here via Venus in your 9th, and it's very optimistic. So if the world has seemed grey and small, it's not going to. It's going to seem bright and full of colour and endless. On the 10th of November, Mercury, the communication planet, that goes into your 11th house. And I'm kind of laughing here because what that says to me is that you're going to want some variety when it comes to your social life. You're not going, you may have a sense that, I'm getting bored a little bit of hearing the same thing every other day or every week. I want to meet someone who's had a completely different experience to mine. I just want something new for the sake of it. So if you have like a shopping addiction, or if you really struggle with that, like the grass is greener and I'm always going for something new and it's caused issues in your life, then watch out for that around the 10th of November, because that's going to rear its head and it's going to prompt you to look at new things. But if you're the opposite, if you don't take risks and things have been settled for 20 years, you may get a desire here. It's time to shake things up and to have a new experience, to get outside of the comfort zone. I think you should go with that. It looks really positive. Mercury is direct, so it's something that's going to enrich your experience, not make it worse. On the 13th of November, we have the new moon in Scorpio. That happens in your 10th house of work, and it encourages you to identify what the desire and the goal is when it comes to your career. We've got loads of energy in your 10th house of career. So for you, Aquarius, you're the sign of the zodiac this month that is most focused on that and can receive the best answers. And new moon in itself is when the moon is pitch black. It's not very celebratory, but you don't see it. And it looks inward and it pulls lots of energy in to start its new 28-day cycle. So it's associated with the leader and the pioneer. That in Scorpio allows you to really get to the truth of, this is what I want to do with my life when it comes to work. I don't want to do this anymore, even though I've rationalized it for years, for instance. Mars is at 22 degrees in Scorpio next to it. So Mars is what I really want on a bone level, on a root level, right? 22 is the master number of the builder. Scorpio is, I understand now what my actual desire is. Ceres is 24 degrees in Scorpio. So the opportunity to then actually align yourself with something that would work. It's cruel to say, I don't like this job, I have no idea what I want to do. It's much more amazing. Well, it's positive if it's like, finally, I can stop saying this is okay when it isn't, and I have the information on what I'm going to do next, because that then actually allows you to transition. And then the transiting midheaven is also in Scorpio at 25 degrees. So get creative around your circumstances. If you don't like them, this gives you the ability to change them. And also, if you're someone who's very creative, but there's no way for you to work with that or to express it, please look into finding a way of expressing your voice, because all of these things are prompting you to connect with things which are more like you or more aligned with who you really are and want to be. So that question is there until the 23rd of November. On the 23rd, the Sun joins your Mercury and your midheaven in Sagittarius in your 11th house. So it's, again, I'm willing to look around for new opportunities, new options, and that is now becoming a priority. So the first 3 weeks of the month is really about looking at that here and there as you're doing things. the last week of the month is really about, this is the only thing that matters. I'm getting warmer. I'm almost there. I've almost figured out what I'm supposed to be doing. Please don't give up and go with that impulse, because it will give you the answers that you're looking for. On the 24th of November, we have Mars joining all of them in Sagittarius in your 11th. So if you can take some time off, or if you can, time off to either figure things out or time off to spend time with other people and to explore and to recharge your batteries that way. The end of November is the best for that, because it's not just going to be fun and connection, it will give you real life answers. On the 27th of November, we have the full moon in Gemini, and that happens in your 5th house of what you love. And it's lit up by the sun in Sagittarius, and then it's got all that other Sagittarius energy around it. Mars, Ceres, Midheaven, Mercury. So now the focus shifts completely, and it's like, well, no, it doesn't. It expands. It gets stronger in the sense of, I want to figure out what I love. Work-wise, place-wise, thing-wise. But now I also want to connect with another person in a loving way. Jupiter and Uranus are in your 4th, and if you meet someone as an Aquarius around the 27th of November, it's really likely that that person is going to be in your life for a while, a long time. So if you're single and looking for the soulmate, for you guys Aquarius, it looks really good at the end of November for that kind of thing. So if you're looking, then connect socially, be out and about with friends, make yourself available basically, and watch out for good things coming your way on the 27th of November. Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, the 3 outer planets, they're still in retrograde. So Jupiter and Uranus are in your 4th. So it's really, how can I create structure and security in my relationships through my own actions and based on what I bring to the table? And also, what's the dream in terms of creating more security when it comes to my physical circumstances, my income, where I live, how I live. So it's all about getting clearer and more specific on what you want, and then being able to attain that. So Aquarius, you're almost Capricornian in your outlook this month, because you're so practical and so clear that you can really sort out through a lot of information and then get to work in a very kind of productive, positive way. Which is very unlike you, I would say, and correct me if you disagree, but I think you're very good at ideas and brainstorming and really getting all the information together. When it then comes to boiling it down and just editing to 1 or 2 points, I don't think that's your strength. But in November, that is your strength. All the amazing ideas, but then the discipline, the strictness to say, okay, 3 ideas maximum, and we're actually going to see them through. So if you have a habit of starting things and not finishing them, or you're a little scattered and all over the place and unorganized, Aquarius, this is really your month to change all of that for the better. So that's what I get for you here in November. I hope it gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. I hope you have a wonderful month here. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best.